I've been thinking a lot about this quote that I read recently from Dr. Tasha Eurich. She is an organizational psychologist, and she has a TED Talk, and she's written a few books, and she's writing about resilience. And resilience has always been like such a positive concept for me as an entrepreneur, that sense of grit and bouncing back from adversity and those types of things. And to be fair, it's a very important tool. But her point is that it has kind of been sold to us in a way that it never was designed to be. When you look at the research around resilience, it's more about bouncing back to sometimes a suboptimal status quo rather than actually making you stronger and better. And so she's talking about the common phrase, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. And she's challenging that. And I am going to challenge it with you today as well. So the quote is, resilience is less an infinite source of strength and more an exhaustible resource that dwindles each time we draw from it. What does that make you think of? Does that kind of like take you aback like it did to me, where you're like, wait, what? No, like we all want to be more resilient. And that, again, is a tool, but it doesn't necessarily help us to grow forward. So I'm kind of starting this little series on resilience and what it is and what it isn't, some myths around it. But think about the times when you've had to use your resilience a lot, maybe across a lot of different areas or parts of your life. Maybe you were dealing with a health issue and a financial issue at the same time, or maybe there's a relationship issue and then you're not getting enough sleep. Think about how those things compound and how it can be a dwindling resource, and where it makes us a little bit more fragile or a little bit more vulnerable the more that we have to draw on our resilience. When you think about hustle culture or rise and grind or any of those things that have kind of been catchphrases for the entrepreneurial world, at least for a long time. And I'm starting to really question some of those things and wonder, how can we do better? So let's stay tuned. Let's talk more about this. Would love to know your perspective and your experience with having to use resilience maybe over and over again, and what that has felt like for you.